So I have Halloween plans with my friends tonight. So naturally, I like to make things hard for myself. So of course I just started feeling inspired like yesterday. So let's make some on-theme crew necks for me and my friends before we hang out tonight. I don't have a lot of time. Disclaimer, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I have a pretty good idea and I am pretty confident that it's all gonna work out. So let's go. Okay, so future Allie coming in hot with the voiceover. Basically what I did here is I picked a fabric and I had my two friends pick fabrics and shapes and then just went crazy. The quilted fabric that I showed first is one that I'm using for my sweatshirt, which I made a witch hat on. And then I had a friend choose this flannel fabric and a pumpkin, and the other friend chose a floral fabric and a ghost. And with that, this project was both a success and a failure. It's a success in that I made all of us very cute sweatshirts and like that all worked out and it was great and I love them. They're super cute. It is a failure in that I did not do it in time. Theoretically, I could have gotten them done in time for us hanging out that night. However, because of who I am as a person and that I'm always inspired at the last minute, I had to order sweatshirts for next day delivery. So they were supposed to be delivered the day we were hanging out by 3 o'clock. And if they were delivered by 3 o'clock, bam, would have been perfect. Could have gotten them done because I had everything ready and just had to attach them. So if they're delivered by 3 and we're not hanging out till 7, amazing. Didn't quite work out, and for some reason that only doesn't work out on days when I like need it to. Like if I ever order something for next day delivery and it's not something I need the next day, it always comes on time. But when I do actually need it, it never, whatever. Anyway, point being, it didn't get there by 3, so I was like texting my friends like, oh crap, I really hope that it gets here because we were all very excited. I was like, okay, the cutoff is sort of like 5 o'clock. I think if I get them by 5, I could do them, but if not, that's going to be kind of rushing it. They ended up actually coming. I just gave up and assumed that it was going to be the next day, but they did end up coming, I think sometime between like 6:30 and 6:45, and I actually didn't even realize that they had come until I went to leave at 7 o'clock, so a little sad, a little not ideal, but at the end of the day, I did finish them. We just couldn't take a nice, cute picture of them, but they're very cute. They're very cozy. I did finish mine just because I used a different sweatshirt that I had laying around. I just like had it available in a size that I would normally wear, and I wanted to see how it would work out because I am impatient. So yeah, that worked out. But at the end of the day, I need to really work on being more timely. I have to get inspired sooner. And I know inspiration isn't something you can really control. But, well, I guess the fixes could be that I get inspired sooner, or maybe the fix is that I just don't try that hard. That's silly, but I do like to make my life hard. Also, crazy enough, this was not the only failure of that night. So my friends and I were going to this Halloween haunted house-ish walkthrough type situation. We were going, and they have all of these, like, there's maybe 5 different walkthroughs and then areas to get drinks and stuff. And we got VIP tickets so we could get free drinks, do all the stuff. And we got there, and we did, like, I think 2 of the walkthroughs. Like, the first 2 you walked up on. Did those. We're waiting in line for the 3rd, and the power went out. All the floodlights come on and everything, and we were like, oh, crap. When it first happened, it flickered, so it went on and off real quick, but then it went off again, and we at first were like, oh wow, like that must be part of the whole thing, like that'd be so scary if you're in one of these and the power went off. Then after a few minutes we were like, yeah, this doesn't seem like it's part of the whole thing, this just seems like the power isn't on. So we kind of waited in line for a little bit longer hoping it would come back on, and it didn't for a little while, so we were like, well, let's go get a drink. We have free drinks, let's go get drinks. So we went and got a drink. Then everyone started they started directing people around. This whole time they didn't really say anything. Started directing people around, and then ultimately I guess what happened was that a car drove into a pole a couple streets away and it shut off the power. So that was also a fail of the evening. So we had to leave after that. I just like to not be alone in my failure, I guess, is the moral of the story. But yeah, if anyone has any recommendations on how I can do better at being motivated, not motivated. If anyone has any recommendations on how I can do better about being inspired in a timely manner, or how to, I don't know, do anything that would help me figure out the whole being inspired and doing things at the last minute, because I think that they're such good ideas. Any fixes for that, highly appreciated. Overall, I feel like if you know how to sew, this is a pretty fun, easy way to upcycle things. Usually I would do this on a secondhand sweatshirt or something. However, I actually was going to do that for these, but when I went to go to the thrift store, it was closed. The day I was gonna go, which was the day I was inspired. So couldn't make it and couldn't go till after work the next day. So that didn't really work out, and I was very sad about that, which is why I did the next day delivery thing. But anyway, this is like a pretty fun, relatively easy-ish project, I feel like, because it's mostly just like being patient, and if you could sew a straight line and sew like around the curves and everything, you could do it. In my head, it doesn't have to be perfect, so maybe that's why I'm saying that I think it's kind of easy-ish, but whatever, take that as you wish. But yeah, it's basically just like cut out the shapes. You could use the batting if you want, you don't have to. I just like the quilted-ish look, but cut the shapes out, sew them on, bing bang boom, done. So I have a lot of other new crafts and stuff that I really want to try coming up, so let me know if you care. Let me know. That'd be fun. I mean, I'll post them anyway, assuming I do all the things that I would need to do to post them. The plan is to post them. But anyway, thanks for being here. I hope that I'm really just rambling. Let me know in the comments if I should start planning my voiceovers, or if you enjoy the train wreck of my train of thought. I don't think I have a train of thought. I don't think there's a train in there. I think it's just a ball of chaos, and a lot of times I just open my mouth and just whatever comes out comes out. So it's as bad for me as it is for you. But anyway, love ya. Bye.